And right now is a great time to choose the Oregon Troll salmon for that menu.
John Cleary and Rick Yackley join us now from Newmans Market in Northeast Portland. And you guys have some suggestions on picking out the proper barbecuer, right?
Well, we've got some beautiful salmon here. For those of you that love fresh Oregon wild salmon, we've got some really good news. And the good news is the fishermen are really starting to catch these fish. They're showing up in good quantity. The price in the next 2 to 3 weeks is going to start coming down. The bad news is they're catching many different types of fish, 2 different types of fishing methods. The salmon category has gotten very, very clouded, and it's difficult for you, the consumer, to understand this category.
That's right, John. If you were to come into Newman's today, you'd see salmon for $6 a pound, while other purveyors are selling it for $3 a pound. Now, you need to ask the purveyor that you choose 2 simple questions. One,
There's $3 a pound difference. The first most important question you want to ask is, what type of salmon am I buying? The higher the natural oil content, the more value or the higher the price of the fish is. This example here, which is at the upper end, is Chinook salmon, high concentration of natural oil contents, deep red meat color, very firm flesh, nice oil content, very moist, very flavorful. This is some of the best salmon that you can buy. Close to that is silver salmon, which is a little bit lower in quality, but this is your $5.99, $6.99 a pound salmon.
On the lower end of the price scale, you have your chum salmon and your pink salmon. Now, the oil content tends to be a little bit lower, the texture is softer, and the meat color is not as bright. And that is the reason for the $3 a pound difference.
Those are your lower price ones. The second most important question you want to ask is, how was this fish caught? We've got troll quality and we've got net quality. Troll quality, the fisherman catches them, he eviscerates them on board the boat, he ices them, and from swimming to ice on the boat is a matter of 2, maybe 3 hours. This is your higher quality fish.
Now, the other method of fishing is a net caught. Now, these salmon are caught in larger quantities, and the quality is not as good, generally because they don't reach the processor for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours after they're caught.
Therefore, 2 most important questions is, what type of salmon am I buying and how was it caught? But most importantly, you need to develop a good relationship with a fish purveyor that understands the business, that gets the salmon that you want.
Another question we receive at this time of the year is the halibut fresh. Right now I can say yes it is. And it should be fresh until the middle of August right now.
A byproduct that comes off the halibut fishery is a halibut cheek, which comes right out of the jaw muscle of the halibut. It's a little bit stringier, denser muscle, but you barbecue it, a little bit of olive oil, garlic, or broil it. It's an excellent eating product of the halibut.
Another question that we commonly get is, how are the crab? Right now, the Oregon crab are kind of dangerous Dungeness. An alternative would be Alaskan crab.
Say delicious Dungeness. The Oregon Dungeness are starting to molt. They're soft. Where the Alaskans, these are 2.5, 3 pounds. They're full of meat, full of flavor, a little more expensive because of the air freight coming out of Alaska. But this is some of the best Dungeness crab available all year round.
Can I just ask you a question real quick? You were talking about the salmon and how it's so full of oils. I'm assuming that's the good kind of fish oil that's good for you, as opposed to the bad kind of oils.
Right. The Chinook and the salmon are full of the omega-3 fatty acids, which is determined to be very good for reducing cholesterol in the bloodstream.
Okay, thank you, John and Rick. Those guys do things just for the halibut.
Coming up, a man and his music and how he spreads happiness. I have to work with this.
The Dow Jones Industrial Average as it stands, and Randy